EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. With my partner Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Project, this ain't what you want.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Cougar 19! Coming!
From the gun, here's Ward. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
18 Cardinals! Mustang 19! 60 Bobcat! Dragon 60!
Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
70 Timberwolves! Say, hey! Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Hawk 70! Ready?
Shotgun snap for Wolves. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and long.
79 Broncos! Ready? Warriors, 60 Bison! 19 Lions! Riggs!
Back to throw is Ward. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
His kick is perfect. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
In motion is Hunter.
Go.
Sanders now to the air right away. This one complete right side to Harris. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 1. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's a Steeler first down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Inside the 10, it is on. And he is out of bounds. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 by set. Hurt.
Send a man in motion right. Sanders, little pop pass here. To the goal line and in. Touchdown Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down. Field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Come on. Panther 60, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Go.
Throwing is Ward. That's hot. It's Xavier Worthy. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
17 yards. Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Warriors 17.
Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
19 Tiger.
Brings up second and 9
7
at the
Tigers.
46-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats.
To throw is Ward. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Go. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing, Ward. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On fourth down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line.
Dragon 60. Ready. Panther 60.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Taking down right no gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 4-yard line.
So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. 7-3 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10.
Ready, break. 18, 70 Rangers. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Going left side, complete to Harris. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Makes it third and 4.
Panther 60. 60 Vikings. Go.
Sanders on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Come back, team. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Now Shador on first down. Open receiver. That's Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their checkdowns underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 4.
Check, check. Let's go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
Ready, check.
First and 10.
Let's go now. Nothing, not.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's into the hands of Harris. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up second and 1 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run. And he'll somehow turn this into an positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
19 sight.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. First touchdown of the game for the NFL's leader in rushing TDs. The extra point is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10.
Ravens 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Ready, break. 70, Timberwolves. Jeanette, Cougar 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, Ward. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Ward. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Street, street. Rip, go street. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Got it. Ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Head. 70 Timberwolf. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Looking to throw. It's Ward. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Panther Street. Panther Street. Go.
Now it's Ward. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third
70,
and 10.
60, 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They get the stoppage. Just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are back within a point. It's 14-13.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Sanders. Flush to his right, and he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt.
They bring the tight end in motion. Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60.
Now, Sanders. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they forced down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Charger, 70 Lions. Canucks. Cowboys, 79 Broncos.
Now, first down throw for Ward. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. Check. Steady.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Charger, 18 Pioneer.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready? Panther 11. 70 Timberwolves, 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcats.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. The Ravens turn things over to their field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
60 back, nothing.
To throw is Sanders. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
60
second
back,
and
19
5
wide.
at the 25-yard line.
Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60.
Tight end going in motion here.
Go.
Now, Shador. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here we go. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Trenton Simpson. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Get it. Come right. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw is Moore. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
70
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 33-yard line.
Buffalo 18, Bronco 80. Hey, smash Bronco. Check. 18, Pioneer. Don't say, hey.
Throwing is Ward. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the 1st down either way, but at least if that ball's completed, 3rd down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in 3rd and pass.
Third and a long way to go.
79, come on. Hey, Cowboy 80.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch is called for and taken successfully. Man in motion, heading left.
Ready.
His drive will start on the ground. Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all the game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's a Steeler 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
60 Eagles.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Press all 80. 65, 65.
In motion is Hunter. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's fourth down.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Let's go now.
In motion is Hunter.
Pass the 6. Go.
He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
Pass all 80. Pass the streak. Pass the streak.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's a gain of 7.
Got ready.
Second down, they need 3.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, right?
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Steeler first down.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brendan Simpson.
And that's going to be a deflating end to what's been a really long and really good drive, Mike. I mean, the way they were moving the ball, points almost felt inevitable. But all it takes is the defense to just hunker in and make one play of their own. And now they get to head back to the sideline with that lead still intact.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On first and 10. Ward. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing. Ward. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, that was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down, at the very least give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On first down, out to his right. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A pickup of 44 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Sanders. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
From the gun, it's Shador. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Unlock Lions.
Trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther Street, Panther Street. Dragon 60. Ready, ready.
To throw is Ward. To the right, that's Pitts. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a handoff, running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of 11 brings up second and 9.
18, Pioneer.
From the gun, here's Ward. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. Still going. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Baltimore. And his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season.
The kicker on 4th one.
Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up one, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. 60 by 60, touchdown, 70.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the gun, it's Sanders. That one incomplete. Good job. Pittsburgh there separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick 6 in the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Steelers 22.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here, back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Ready, check.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Bronco leading. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
Ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
19, 18. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready, right?
Now, Sanders. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Throwing again is Sanders. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Sanders. That is caught at the 3. He's looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll go with the sneak, and he will score! Game on! Raheem Sanders! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Let's go now. Street. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hey, Trash. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Dragon 60. Ready.
On first down. Ward. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Rambo 80.
In motion is Hunter. That'll give up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
Here's Sanders to throw. Throwing right, It's taken in. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Pass to 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready, ready?
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Going left side, complete to Harris. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Ready?
Here is 2nd and 7.
Catherine, here we go, here we go. Crackle 80. Hawk 70, Hawk 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll drop to throw. Once again, he gets it to Harris. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Mustang 19.
Sanders going to throw again. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. That his first touchdown this year.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them out of the end zone.
Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the two-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go.
To throw again is Sanders. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Short kick taken at the 17. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's first down.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Shotgun snap for Wolf. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, Wolf. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, on 2nd and long.
Set. 5-9, 5-9. Let's go.
Pistol here for Herbert. That's to Pitts, the tight end. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Important moment here, 3rd down and 4.
Ready?
Shotgun now for Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Raven first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run here, and he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. They'll come up now for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. A big hole. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point is good, and the Ravens will go up by 7.
Ravens 44, Steelers 37. Cam Miller with the kickoff.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
On the jump. 2. Lightning 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Mustang 19. 60 foul check. 60 foul check.
As Stewart on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
This crowd into it now. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 70 Lightning 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the gun, it's Shador. Going up top. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. And they'll quickly signal for timeout. It's not looking good, but at least they're going to have one final play. Maybe a miracle can get them down to the end zone.
Dragon 60.
Here we go. One final play. he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.